Romanian soldiers conduct live fire training in the mountains of Transylvania. They are preparing not only for the usual threats, such as possible, though unlikely, aggression from Russia, but also for Romania's new, more prominent role as a member of NATO supporting Ukraine. The war in Ukraine has placed Romania on the geopolitical front line against Russia, increasing its strategic importance in NATO.
The reality is that the Romanians played a very important role in the supply of weapons to Ukraine, largely acting as the country of transit for a lot of the supplies. There was the question of ammunition, the much-needed ammunition stocks, which came via Romania as well, some of it from Romania's stocks.
But Romania is largely unprepared for a leading role. The Romanian armed forces are severely outdated, and the war in Europe has forced them to speed up their modernization by trading, for example, their old Soviet-built MiG-21 jet fighters for American F-16s and F-35As. Analysts say Romania is a facilitator, not a supplier, of NATO weapons.
To be very open, the Ukrainian defense sector, the industry sector, it was more advanced than, and it is more advanced than ours. And they produce modern version of the Soviet license equipment. We don't have the same level.
Romanian government officials have been reluctant to speak about their nation's support of Kyiv. Relations between the two countries were far from good before the war, and that, analysts believe, explains Bucharest's secrecy.
The big difference is that while Poland was very keen for the world to know of its support for Ukraine, Romania played a much more quiet role and very often didn't like to say anything at all about what it was doing.
The reluctance is largely rooted in history. Romanian nationalist political parties, such as the Alliance for the Union of Romanians, openly criticize Kyiv's treatment of Romanian minorities in Ukraine, as George Simeon, the party's leader and a presidential candidate, explains to VOA.
We have 500,000 Romanians living in Ukraine, in the territories that belonged once to Romania and were stolen by Stalin, and they don't respect the rights for school and church.
The Russian invasion of a European country has suddenly brought Romania to the geopolitical forefront. Preparing for that new, important role is, for Romania, a work in progress. For Ricardo Marquina in Bucharest, Romania, Elizabeth Cherneff, VOA News.